Hi, Gemini. So, where do we start? February, the end of February is going to be tricky because Venus is going into Pisces tomorrow. Today is the 9th of February. Tomorrow is the 10th. Mars and Neptune are squaring off at the same time that Mercury is going into Pisces. And as a Virgo, I don't like it when Mercury goes into Pisces, and it's almost worse than going into retrograde for me. And I know that you guys are going to kind of go through the same thing. Being that mutable, communicative sign and having your planet go into something that is so watery will be full of confusion. It could be full of opportunities, though, if you choose to see that instead of mixed signals happening. We can look past all of it. Also, like the last week in February, just the way that the sun, the Neptune and Mercury will be conjuncting together, and the sun and Neptune will be in conjunction. There are going to be some interesting aspects. And you being an air sign, it's going to be just off. You know, I'm already feeling really off. Like, I'm sitting here with, I have my son's Thomas the Train blanket on my lap. I have my tea in my cup. Like, I'm already hibernating, you know, and I kind of feel like that's what Gemini is going to want to do at the end of February, is just hibernate. Like, you're not going to want to talk to anybody. And it's kind of a bummer that that's happening. But I think that it's time for you guys to reassess some things, because you're ready to make things happen. And as I was about to say that, the Magician pops out, which is Gemini and Virgo, because the Magician is ruled by Mercury. Make sure that there is no manipulation going on around you, because it will be such a confusing time. And by that, I mean, like, with all of the eclipses that are happening in February, it's time to clear out the people and the things in your life that have been, like, I want to use the word confuzzled, which is something that I used to say all the time. I'm so confuzzled, which is like being fuzzy and confused at the same time. You guys are like, oh my God, she's such a stupid Virgo. You know, we actually have a lot in common, and that is like a frustration between Virgos and Geminis, because it's like Virgos are so serious sometimes, and Geminis just are not. They can be silly and, you know, kind of obnoxious. And that's what I love about you guys, because you bring the silly out of me. I have Gemini placements, several Gemini placements. So, now leading into March, and I know that I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit, but the Virgo full moon on March 1st is going to start to kind of bring things back together, mind, body, and spirit. And that'll be really helpful. But for the time being, while you're like sitting in this confused time, this time period, think about all the stuff that you want to manifest. Think about all the stuff that you want to make real. Because reality has kind of been a joke lately. You know? And you guys don't even want to talk right now. Like, I'm going to sit here and shuffle these cards until you say something. Because it's like if a word comes out of your mouth, you're afraid that somebody's just going to like jump on you. Be like, why did you even say that? Why did you even say that? So you will be resting. You will be sitting. And who is it that you're going to be resting from? Probably an earth sign. An earth sign that has been very confusing lately. Could be more than that. We do have, show you that, Justice at the bottom of the deck. So there could be a Libra in your life. There's that earth sign. Possibly a Virgo. Let's look at everything. So we have the Magician. We have the Star. The Four of Cups. Lots of major arcanas here. The Tower. The Hermit. The Page of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. And Justice. So we have Libra. We have Scorpio. We have Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius, Virgo again. This Page of Pentacles is very, very, very confusing to you. This is where the lines have really been blurred. This is the person that keeps on offering you things and then taking them back, and then offering you things and taking them back. And they will do that to you again. And I feel like you're just going to kind of like sit back and be like, you know, I'm kind of tired of it. Kind of over this. And that's cool. Bringing some balance into your life, because like your intuition is on point right now. And you knew that this person meant something to you. You knew that this person was building something in your life with you. And now it's like you're at that point where you're like, I have to heal from the inside out, because my outside has been beat up and I'm over it. My insides have been beat up and I'm over it. So you're bringing balance into your life. Big month for you. Death. Page of Cups. Hanged Man. Hierophant. There it is. Queen of Pentacles. Lots of major arcanas. There are a lot of in-your-face cards here, Gemini. Whatever transition you're making this month, either away from a situation or towards a situation, you could be dealing with a Pisces as well, but I'm really feeling a lot of earth, especially since the Queen of Pentacles came out. We have Taurus and we have Virgo here. Being wrapped up in your head. I mean, this is Mars and Neptune squaring off here. The Hanged Man. As is the Tower. Mars and Neptune squaring off. Mercury in Pisces, for sure. Because the communication is going to be not only confusing, but maybe kind of shocking for you. You don't want to beg for affection anymore. It's like you're saying now, I am so effing tired. I was really going to like roll it out there and curse. I'm so tired of having to make shit happen and then heal, and then make shit happen and then heal. And this is a really big month of change for Gemini. Things are turning around in a way where you're making your life balanced. We're not doing this again. And I mean, I really feel like you guys are saying, I'm not doing this again. I'm going to straighten the things out that I need to straighten out. While Mercury is, you know, being a little daydreamy, I'm going to sit and think about what I need to do for myself. What are my future goals? And I almost want to tell you to, like, don't open up. You know, you need to kind of, like, if you look at this, like, these guys, these, you know, the Death card and the Hermit card, they're cloaked in darkness. They're going on that spiritual journey. They're transitioning in a way that is needed and very beautiful. I know they're really dark cards, but this is a very healing time for you guys. And I like it. Because it will bring justice to you. And this earth sign, if they're just offering you a small amount, like if you have an earth sign that's just offered you a little bit, and then we have another earth sign that's offering you more, that's offering you the 9 of Cups that could possibly be from your past. That's where the goods are. You know, who wants a page when you can have a queen? Who wants a page when you can have a queen? And you could be the nurturing Queen of Pentacles. You could be the one that's really focused on just like nurturing other people and yourself. We also have the Queen of Wands here with the Ace of Swords. And the Three of Swords. The Queen of Wands, communication. And it's funny because you're going to want to have this communication. And I want to tell you to do it before Mercury goes into Pisces. This Ace of Swords communication. Because that is the transition that is needed. Flipping that switch. You know? And it could hurt. It might be a little painful. But it's a growing opportunity. It's a balancing opportunity. It's a time for you to say, I'm not going to beg for your affection anymore. And if you've already had this conversation, then I feel like the healing part is going to happen at the latter half of February, when it really is time to sit and time to like contemplate. And open up to why. Why do you keep going back and forth with somebody who is going back and forth? All the time. Can't decide on their own. Virgos can't decide what's going on with them right now. Tauruses can't decide what's going on with them right now. Libras can't decide what's going on with them right now. Aquarius is doing pretty good. You know, maybe a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. A little better. I feel like you need to surround yourself with a lot of family right now, and just like your spiritual group, your pack, if you will. And if you keep bringing yourself back to that moment where, you know, you're thinking about this heartbreak that you've had, let's cut that bullshit out, because it's time to start manifesting your life. It is time to start living in 2018. It is time to leave all of the stuff from 2017 behind. And if that means just restructuring things a little bit, I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to get rid of everybody or everything. Just restructure it in a way that it works for you. Get comfortable within your own Gemini skin instead of being for everybody else. Instead of being that person. And the funny thing is like, that face that you've put on all this time about like, I'm good, I'm okay, everything's cool. That's even more confusing. So, the reality of this tower coming down in February is upon you. That sounds so dramatic. It needs to happen, man. Let's bring it down. I think I've said that to Taurus before. Let's bring that tower down once and for all and move to 2018. And towers are really good for us because they evolve us. You know, we constantly have to go through tower moments in our life to push us forward. The universe is always saying, here's another lesson for you. The thing is if we don't learn the lesson, this tower keeps coming back. So let's learn the lesson and let's heal from all of that. Because you have business to attend to. You know, your mind is going to be very sharp when Mercury gets out of Pisces. When Mercury moves out of Pisces, your mind is going to be very, very sharp. And then we get to start all over again. So let's start all over again. I do want to say that if you're dealing with another air sign right now, they're in as much confusion as you are. If you're dealing with a Virgo or an air sign, they are in as much confusion as you are. Taurus is healing. Taurus is healing. You're working on it. The air signs, I mean, it's just the way the planets are going, air signs are kind of funny. So we really all just need to be very patient with each other. We really do. And if you have somebody that's backing you up right now that is an earth sign or a fire sign, if they're offering to you instead of you having to beg, then, you know, pull that in and let them be your person. You know, let them make you happy. And it doesn't, I'm not talking about like a romantic relationship. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. I actually really like it. I like that the tower is here. I know that sounds funny to some people, but I really do. I like that the tower is here. I like that we have the Ace of Swords. Because I feel like that there are some things that need to be said and to be cleared up. I really want you to do it before the end of the month, before we hit the 17th, before the last 11 days of the month. Because you're not going to want to do it at the end of the month. And clearing things out now is a much better scenario than doing it when everything is up in the air and still confusing. You're going to want to rest a lot at the end of the month. At least that's what I'm feeling, because I'm feeling like all I want to do right now is rest. And I know that's what Virgo's going to go through as well, because Mercury in Pisces is not always fun for those who are air signs or ruled by Mercury, for sure. So, I hope you guys have a really great February and a really, really wonderful Valentine's Day if you celebrate Valentine's Day. If you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, then just have a really good February and take really good care of yourselves, because I feel like that this is like a time for you guys to be very nurturing to yourself, for sure. If you would like to have a personal reading, check out the InstantGo app. That link is below. Also, I have added extra readings onto my website, fearlessintuition.net. That link is below to my website. I do have a $10 one-question email reading. If you get the $10 one-question email reading and you send me like 3 questions, I'm only going to answer the first one. So if you want to have more than one question answered, then you need to pick more than one question, right? And thank you for all of the donations that have come in. I have decided I'm not going to do paid subscriptions for videos. All the videos that come on YouTube are going to be free. So the donations that come in really help the channel keep growing and help me to keep providing you videos on YouTube. Because I could just do personal readings in my life and not do the YouTube readings, but I love doing this for you guys. So you are very kind to send those donations, and I super appreciate it. That is going directly to the videos on YouTube. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything, and I will see you for your March readings. Take care of yourself this month. Bye.